guys, so we're back again this month with another challenge for you as part of the Challenger Stash YouTube Hop. So after you finish watching this video, make sure to check out all the other ladies' videos in the description box below. There are links to all of their videos there. So this month we decided to use a recipe challenge, which consists of 4 steps. So number 1 is to use a pattern paper as your background. Number 2 is to use chipboard. Number 3 is to use 2 or more photos, and number 4 is to use a song lyric as your title. And I'm really excited about all of those because I love chipboard, and using a pattern paper as a background really is something I don't really do, so it will challenge me a lot. So I'm going to get started and see what I come up with. Okay, so I started out by picking out some papers that I thought might work as backgrounds. So I have some from the Atwell collection and then some from a paper bag by Diecast with a View. And then I'm going through my photos and picking out ones that I thought might match with some of these papers, and also photos that inspire me. And I'm also trying to think of titles that could work with them. So the black and white photo there is a picture of me and a friend playing cards. And I was thinking about Poker Face from the song Poker Face by Lady Gaga. And then the other picture there on the beach, I just really love that picture. And I was in the mood to scrapbook it, so I just pulled it out and thought I could make it work. But I guess I'm not really thinking of a title at the moment. And then that other picture there is a picture of me in a parade on the 20th of October. I'll talk about that in a bit. So I'm just trying to match up these photos by doing a process of elimination sort of thing. So whichever one doesn't match at all, I'm just getting rid of it at the moment. And I'm going to end up not using any of these papers, but I thought I would show you my process here. So then I thought I would pull out these pictures and see how that will work, but So yeah, I like how the wood grain looks with that, but I don't know, I was just a bit scared to scrapbook those pictures because I love them so much. But yeah, and then I really wanted to scrapbook this picture for some reason, but it just wasn't working with any of the papers, so I decided to take this navy paper here, which I never thought I would use as a background on a layout about marching in a parade. The problem with this paper is that there's like a floral detail on the top, and there's a mannequin and some like a ruler at the bottom. So I was a bit hesitant, but I covered up quite a bit of that. I covered up the mannequin, and I just really like how it looks. So I forgot to leave a white mat on my photo, so I'm just going to make another one with some cardstock. Yeah, so I'm trimming that down, and then I knew after that I had to find my title before doing anything else. So I knew what I had to work with. So I chose these white thickers. They're called Rockabye thickers, and they go with the nice white. They were all wearing white shirts and with the white mat, and they just pop on the navy, on the dark background. And I don't think you can see that, but the polka dots on the navy paper are a bit cream or craft, like that color of the mannequin there. So when you see me pull out embellishments, you'll see that I'm going more for cream colors, which is good because it helps me use up some old stash of mine. But yeah, so my title's gonna be Attention Salute from the song Salute by Little Mix. And you'll see I'm using a gazillion different rulers there, like a triangle one, an angle thing, like a circular one, because I couldn't find my normal ruler, and I just wanted to create stuff. And then this paper is from the Prism collection by Basic Grey, and I thought that orange matched the other oranges on the background paper perfectly, like the florals and, well, the florals basically. And then I wanted to cover up that mannequin, so I thought a Project Life card in like a craft color would work, but it's just too big. It's bigger than my photo even, and I just distracted too much, so that's not going to stay there. And I had trouble working out where my title would go, but I decided to leave it like that and work on a diagonal strip. You'll see in a bit. So I'm going through these embellishments, which basically are a mix of Basic Grey, Hey Boy, and if the ephemera pack, and some simple stories 24/7 cut aparts from the 6x6 paper pad. So that number 28 I thought were perfectly because it matched the greens in the photo, and also number 28 is the date of when we do this parade. So I'm just gluing the stuff that I know I want to glue down, that I know I'm not going to move first. So that was a photo, and now my title, and then I'm going to glue down some of these embellishments. So the first thing I'm going to do is add, let's see, yeah, I'm adding that black vellum piece in behind the top layer there, so I have to do some rearranging. And then I noticed I forgot to add a second T to my title, so I just fixed that. And I'm adding these little 2 cut apart pieces, and I added that chipboard, so I have some green in both of the places. And then I added this cord, I love that camera, from the confetti collection by Maggie Holmes 12x12 chipboard set, and I also added that little craft circular element to the, like, it has like a triangle edge around it. And then I took a piece of this notebook paper from the 6x6 Vintage Bliss Simple Stories collection, and just added it there for me to do my journaling. And as you can see, there's only one photo on this layout at the moment. But I am going to bring a tiny little one here just in a bit. Well, I've already brought it by the time I said that, but yeah. So that's going to be perfect to cover up that mannequin. So I'm just going to puff it up a bit with a couple of layers. So number 1 is the same orange paper I used for the mat on the photo there. And then I'm going to use this flag thingy because it has the same greens that I have both up by the title and in the bottom cluster there by the photo. And it also covers up some more of that mannequin. And then I'm also going to mat the whole thing on a craft tag. I'm sorry if you can hear me sniffling. I have a bit of a cold. And I'm sorry if you can hear my little sister sort of screaming. We're all in one hotel room at the moment because we have a meet in a city like an hour drive from where we live. But it's for 3 days. So anyway, so I'm just gluing everything down with some big white glue, which if you've watched my videos, you know that's a different adhesive that I'm using here. And I don't have it in a fine line bottle or anything, so that's why you see it seep through at some places, because I haven't yet learned how to control it perfectly. But yeah, so I'm also adding some twine or thread or whatever you want to call it in the tag, and as you can see, I have no clue on how to tie those things. I'm just going with my gut instinct, and it looks fine, so I'm hoping it stays there and doesn't move around. And then I'm going through these Mambi chips here. I love these stickers so much. And these are the family themed ones. And I'm just going to pull out a couple of orange pieces to bring down to the cluster on the bottom of the picture. So I have an orange arrow and an orange phrase piece, but only the arrow is going to make it on after I play around with it quite a bit. So that's just what I'm doing here, playing around with where those embellishments are going to go. And then I'm going to stop and write my title. And I'm using a Stedler, I'm not sure the exact name of the pen, but it's like a waterproof pen, like that can write over paint and stuff. And I'm just doing my journaling there. So I'll tell you what the photo is. So basically, I came 8th in my grade as far as grades go, like my GPA, which means I'm part of the top 11 that represent our school in the parade for this national holiday. And then so it's us 11 in the front, and we have a specific uniform. Well, basically we just wear extra gloves so people know we're the top 11. And then the back is just regular, like not regular, I shouldn't say, like everybody else from our school or whoever made the cut, because we're only allowed, I think. So basically it's who can march better other than the top 11 GPA scores. So anyway, we have to wear like tights and skirts and ties and whatever. And the 28th is part of World War II. It's a Greek celebration that I'm not going to bore you with the details of. So that's what I just did there. And I used the tip of my journaling pen was a 0.1, And in just a bit, I'm going to get another one that's the same with a different tip to do something else. So here I pulled some enamel dots that I'm not going to use and some sticky notes that I'm just going to use one from the Basic Gray Hello collection. And it has some orange and some greens in it just matched really nicely, and it added just the last touch in the diagonal needed to have the same effect both top and bottom. So I'm just adding a bit more journaling there, and that's about it, I think, other than journaling in the top. And I'm going to glue down some stuff. So I tried bordering my page with the 0.1 pen, but I decided I was going to use the 1.0, which I just showed you there, which is more like a marker. So you can really see the black outline, and that's what I needed for this layout because it was such a dark background. So I'm just going to glue down a couple of things that aren't gluing down properly, like that sticky note. And you can see I put way too much glue, so I'm just using this kitchen paper roll thing to clean it up. And that chipboard has a really good adhesive, but because it was on my fingers and I glued it down and pulled it up quite a few times, it needed some extra adhesive. And I also decided to glue down those, I love this layout so much. This is why I love challenges. Because I would have never, ever thought I would use this paper as a background and love it. And yet, here I am with a layout that I really like. So whenever I do a challenge, it always goes right. I mean, I have never done a challenge and not like the end result. But anyway, I really like this, and you see, almost for a second there, I forgot I had to do 2 or more photos, but I remembered, and I'm glad I did because I added this cute little, it's not cute, but this photo here, which is very relevant to the layout. So I'm just going to show you the close-ups because I've just voice-overed this anyway, so see that gorgeous detail? I love this paper. I just never thought I could be able to make it work because of the darkness of it and the fact that it's sort of sewing related, like that mannequin that was here. And I've used some products that I've had in my stash ever since I started scrapbooking, like these Simple Stories, this Basic Gray chipboard piece, this sticky note, this paper in general, but like these die cuts here, I've had them for 3 years and I've never found the right place because of this weird olive green, but the greens just match the greens on the paper so well, and it's sort of like a marching thing, like we actually march like when soldiers march in a parade, but so I guess, I don't know, I just really like how it turned out. So I really hope you go ahead and use our recipe challenge to create a layout of your own, because as I said, I've never made a layout for a challenge that I have not loved. It's not even funny. Like, I once was in a online crop. I made 20 pages or something in 2 days, and I loved every single one of them. And they pushed me out of my comfort zone. As I said, I would have never thought to use this paper, or this probably. So I'm really happy about that. So enough of the chatter. I'll let you go on with your lives and hopefully make a layout of your own. So thanks for watching. Make sure to check everybody else's videos in the description below, and I'll see you next month for another fun challenge.